Guys, I honestly don't know why I'm laughing, because the UK, they have seen shaggy and they are now filled with regret. Like, the UK government is filled with regret. Hi guys, my name is Yeti and welcome to another episode of Yettysplash. Guys, on today's episode of Yettysplash, I'm going to be giving you guys the latest update, and we're also going to be looking at some consequences and why the UK government is filled with regret. My name is Yeti, and on this channel I share information about relocating, traveling abroad, life in the UK, and ultimately settling in the UK. So if this interests you, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and don't go anywhere, stay tuned. So if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for watching. Please do well to subscribe, and to all my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for coming back, and always share my video with other people that might be interested. You all will recall that the first tweet of the UK Prime Minister Sunak this year was that he said that he has started implementing immigration policy with regards to international students, stopping them from bringing in dependents, and he's already delivering for the for the British people. But alas, there has been this information or this news bite, Financial Times, circulating the internet and letting them know that the UK is in deep soup. Like, they're in big trouble, and they could even fall into financial deficit, especially not the UK per se, the educational sector in the UK could fall into financial deficit as a result of UK government ash policy. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So guys, this is from Financial Times, and it states that UK university risks falling into deficit as foreign students numbers fall. Like, it fall yakata. You recall that Nigeria is one of UK's largest markets, and India as well. And one of the attraction of anyone coming or relocating into the UK is there are two major attractions for people coming into the UK, especially to come and study. Because need I remind you that coming to the UK to study is not a cheap adventure. It is really expensive. So why people still come is because, one, UK usually allows dependents to come with their applicants. Meaning, if you're coming to study in the UK, you can bring your partner, you can bring your children along with you. And another major attraction is the fact that at the end of your study, you're entitled to a 2-year post-study work visa. Meaning, once you're done with your studies, you can then apply for a post-study work visa, a visa that you can self-sponsor. You don't have to get COS to remain. You can apply for a 2-year post-study work visa to remain in the UK after your studies. So these are the major reasons why people still rough it and rugged it, like, let me still come to the UK to study. At least I can come with my wife, my children can benefit from free education, things like that. But since the government announced ash policies last year, which also include the fact that immigrants can no longer come into the UK from January if they're doing a master's degree with their dependents, unless they're doing a PhD or a research postgraduate program. So this has really affected the UK educational sector, because lots of students, the numbers have dropped. Like, a lot of people are no longer coming into the United Kingdom, and this is going to cause a great repercussion to the economy of the United Kingdom, especially the educational sector economy. So Financial Times reported that large number of UK universities are at risk of falling into financial deficit due to a sharp decline in international students after austere rhetoric by Rishi Sunak's government. The head of the sector main lobby group has warned. In fact, it has even gotten bad to the extent that Russell Group schools, and schools that are categorized or classified as Russell Groups, these are schools that are like Ivy League, when compared to the US. They are top-notch school. University of York is one of them. They have to reduce their standard so that they can have enough students to meet up with their quota for the January intake. This is how bad it is. Like, they had these schools are really expensive. If you're going to University of York, the tuition is about £20,000. It's not cheap money, and you're telling me I can't come with my family on top my own £20,000 again. So a lot of schools in the United Kingdom are really suffering the blow of the ash policies by the UK government, and I'm happy about that. Like, yes, they're suffering it, and now maybe they can know how important migrants are to the economy of the country. So top universities, including York, which is a member of the elite Russell Group, were being forced to soften their entry requirements in order to maintain numbers of overseas students. Guys, you also recall that international students don't pay the same school fees as home students, meaning those that are in the UK pay less. For example, a British citizen wanting to study at York University, they're paying £9,000 250 as tuition, while international students are paying as high as £20,000. Same to other universities, like you will find international students paying an average of £15,000, while main students, home students, are paying £7,000 or even less in some places. So they're not even paying as high as we international students. We are paying double of the tuition of home students in the UK. So why can't we even come with dependent? Meaning they are definitely going to feel the impact of the money they make off, international students in the UK. Another notable thing is the fact that the international education sector contributes a whopping £71 billion to the UK economy every year. And if they continue like this, they would lose up to £71 billion if international students are no longer, forthcoming and are no longer interested in studying in the UK. Also, guys, there are also been rumors that the UK government are trying to reassess the post-study work visa, and this has also raised a major concern for stakeholders in the educational sector, that if the UK government should do anything to the post-study work visa, then they can kiss international students goodbye in the UK, because then there will be no attraction. I mean, for now, people with families, people that are family oriented, might no longer want to choose the UK, but single people still have the option of coming into the UK. If you don't have a partner, you don't have a family, you might still come into the UK, because there's the option of 2 years to study work visa after your studies. Then while you're doing that, you can then apply for work visa to change, because it's not always easy, to be honest, to change into a skilled worker visa as an international student once you're done with your studies. But because you have a post-study work visa, you have 2 years to get your life together and search for a skilled worker visa to then apply for. So if they remove that, even single people will no longer be interested in the UK. And the two major things that sort of kill the UK international market, especially in my own personal opinion, is number one, the fact that they stopped international students from bringing in dependents if they're doing ordinary masters, unless they want to do a PhD and a research, a postgraduate research program. And the second thing will be the fact that Naira keeps crashing. Guys, today Naira is 1,600 to a pound. It's a lot of money. A client of mine wants to pay a tuition fee of 5,150, and then changing the money is about 8.5 million naira, guys, 8.5 million naira. And then I remember that when I came into the UK, the entire money that I used for my process was not even up to 8 million naira, and I paid a deposit of £7,000. Then my University of East London, they charged 50%, and I paid over £7,000 as my tuition deposit, and I still did not spend 8,000, and I paid for visa fee and everything. I still did not spend 8 million naira to come into the UK, and someone is just paying for deposit alone 8 million naira. So naira crashing is not even helping the UK government, and then the UK government is still now bringing in harsh policies, making everything so complicated. I'm sure that they are regretting their action in a year or two, but the UK government is definitely feeling it. In fact, I know of a university that is still currently granting admission to January intake holders, and we're in February. The UK usually are very strict with their deadlines and everything, but they kept extending, and admission is still on. You can still come into the UK now for January or February intake. If you're interested, you can send a DM to @yetunde.ojusote and we can help you through that. That is to tell you that the UK is really looking for students. They are really looking for students, and they will go to any length at this point to get students. But the most easiest solution would have been to slice the tuition fee and let UK, and let international students pay the same thing as UK home student. But probably they would not do that. But anyways, guys, that is the update I have for you guys today. I'm so happy that the UK government are regretting or feeling the impact of their harsh policies and decision making process that have been going on for the past few months. I hope they really make a U-turn with regards to allowing dependents coming with the dependents to the UK, because if they don't do this, then UK will no longer become an attraction site for immigrants coming to study in the UK. Anyways, guys, that is all from Yeti today. I still remain your one and only baby girl, Yeti. Stay blessed. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share my content with amazing people that might be interested. Bye, guys.